Hi, I'm Tom Tarnowski. This is the Mongy Memorial Wiffleball Tournament that's been happening here for the last 9 years. It all started on that field over there. We got a couple of fields that I built about 20 years ago, and the kids just started to hang out and playing wiffleball. And they did it through their grade school. They did it through, they had teams and leagues, and then they did it through high school and college. And now they want to get together and just have a tournament to, and it's sponsored through the city, and just have a tournament to have fun and to play wiffleball. That's what they love. So we built another field behind me here, as you can see. It's in the playoff format right now, and we put that field in 3 years ago because they wanted to become larger. It's a 12-man tournament now, so, and that's how it all started. This year's benefit is the Dunkirk Fredonia Little Leagues, and last year's was I forget what it was last year. The year before was Boys and Girls Club, and Humane Society was last year. So they try to want to raise more money each and every time. So most of these kids did come from Little Leagues, and they just want to expand their experience, and that's what's happening. And we were quite surprised today when the mayor of Dunkirk showed up with First Ward Councilman Marty Bermondo, and they came by and they say what a wonderful venue for these kids to play wiffleball in, and it is. I don't. There's some wiffleball tournaments in Jamestown, I guess, and but he doesn't know of one around here, and he was quite surprised how it's all laid out, and we gave him a bottle of water, we gave him a tour, and he's really loving it. And we all wish that when we were kids, we had something like this to play wiffleball.
Hey, I'm Dan Tarnowski, and this is my house. I grew up over there. My grandparents' old house. We've been playing wiffleball for a little less than 20 years, and I got my crew of developers and wiffleball lovers around me. This is Mike Curtin, Robert Kelf. I'll turn it over to Curtin to tell a little bit about it.
Yeah, we actually, when we were younger, like in high school, so probably whatever, 12, 13 years ago, we actually used to have a league. We had about 8 teams. We had a schedule, playoffs and everything, champion. But then we got older, it got too hard to do, so me and a bunch of the guys, we said, let's have a tournament. First tournament was just 8 teams, kind of threw it together, see what happens, and 9 years later, here we are. Now we got 12 teams. It's still just a one-day tournament, but 12 teams. We got about 60 guys out here, and now we're donating to charities and such, so we're doing a little more, than when we first started, when it was kind of just for fun. It's still fun, but we take it a little more serious now and try to do a little more for the community that's done a lot for us. So it's definitely growing, hopefully still growing, and it will in the future. So
some future things we have planned here. Next year's our 10-year annual. We got a lot of ideas brewing here. This is 9 years for us. It's expanded from 1 field to 2 fields. The field behind us, you see, we installed about 3 years ago. Scratch from grass seed, watering it every day. Us 3 put a lot of time and hours into this tournament. We had well over 200, 300 people here today. We're hoping to reach our goal about $200 or $2,000. Sorry. Hopefully donate to local little leagues. We just want to say thank you to everybody involved, our board members, all the players, sponsors, and especially Tom and Diane Tarnowski, who opened up their house and their fields for us. Absolutely beautiful day. We just want to say thank you to everybody involved, and here's to the next year.
Sponsors we got, some of them are on the back of our shirts here. There are more than that, though. Yeah, the sponsors. There are more than that, though. But there's so many people that help pitch in, and they give to us. So we're trying to give back to them. We're donating this year to the Dunkirk and Fredonia Little Leagues in the memory of Bobby Kokoshinsky. He was a good friend of a lot of ours. He passed away about 2 months ago at the age of 22. So for Bobby, we were doing it. He was a great guy. A lot of good character, a lot of fun. He would have been here all day. Hanging out, so we're going to give back to little leagues that he played in and that all of his ball players took part in, and that's something we wanted to do this year. So
yeah, it's been a pretty wild ride because we played in high school, like you said. I grew up next to Matt Murphy across the street. We were kids playing kickball in the backyard, and we just stayed competitive. brought a friend group in, and it's just an honor to have like just really enjoyable athletics to watch at our house. Like we really enjoy having it. A lot of local people enjoy having it, and it's a great tradition. We love it. Yeah, we love it. We talk about it all year. It's competitive. It's really fun.
Amen.
Thanks for having us.
Yep. Okay, over here we got our championship trophy. It's the David Cup. It's named the David Cup because the man who created the wiffle ball, his name was David Mullany, so we actually named it after him. And every year we put the champion on here, and we engrave their names in there, kind of like the Stanley Cup. I mean, I think it's a little cooler than Stanley Cup, but it, it's pretty heavy. It's about 20 pounds. And then with that, we also got the most valuable player trophy. We found, I actually found a local store, I think when we were in high school, and I just picked it up for no apparent reason. I just figured it would look good, kind of has a weird Heisman Trophy look. So we put all the tournament MVPs on there, and we determined that tournament MVP, and then we do a tournament all first team and all tournament second team selection, and we keep all the hitting stats, hits, runs, RBIs, home runs, strikeouts, and we put them into a Excel spreadsheet. And my buddy's an Excel spreadsheet whiz, so he drums up these formulas, and then we figure out pretty much who's got the most value as a player, and then just goes down the line. So
It's pretty intense stuff.
we've had 8 years, 8 different MVPs, so it seems to be working. And
Hall of Famer?
we got a Hall of Fame now. We got one guy in the Hall of Fame, Michael Tarnowski, for the Quick Sticks he plays for, Tom's son. So he's one of our best players out there, and he's on the trophy a couple times, as are some other guys. So.
Hi, name's Bryant Watts. I play for the X-Blades. I've been playing 9 years. That's how long the tournament's been going on. We've been playing before. We played in high school for a while, and it was just about 15 to 20 of us, and we got together and just came and played. We had a league, and it turned into something bigger, more competitive, and we used to all throw in money and play together. And then over the past couple years, we drew a lot of interest, a lot of people, a lot of clubs, and helped us out in the community. And now we donate to charity, and it's a good event, and it's an awesome time.